Okay. 2 count. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that glow. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, refs, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut, arm raised with 2 fingers up. JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. 2 count. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2 count. If you were a fan of ECW, if you were a fan of hardcore, you recognize the name Sabu, and the man that's up there on the screen passed away. And so we just want to remember all the great entertainment that he gave us. And as many people would say, he would never star in the WWE because of all the scars from what he did for all of us to entertain us. Once again, rest in peace, Sabu. Welcome to all of you. Oh, why is Whitney up on the top screen there?
Because I'm the best. Nobody?
Tom's not here.
I mean, I'm not going to argue. You know that.
I mean, yeah. We don't know where Tom is. Tom is the only one that would be offended by that.
Is he boycotting me right now? Is that what's happening?
We don't know what happened.
Little bastard.
Maybe somebody broke into his condo. Maybe one of his ever-loving fans broke into his condo.
911 to do a wellness check?
You know what happened. Because he was on for a second and he just disappeared. You know what probably happened.
Okay, what else should we do here? This is a wrestling podcast, so let's kill him. Let's kill him with a super RKO. Let's see how that works out. Oh my god. That one felt good, actually. That one was nice. I liked that one.
That's probably
That was beautiful.
Still makes you all warm and fuzzy inside, so no regrets. Hi, Wesley.
He knows.
Wesley
What's
did.
up, Wesley?
Well-
So anyways, Tom's dead.
Tom's dead.
All right.
It was good to see him. Good to see him. Hey, buddy.
What's up,
Yo.
But I will say this while Ace is doing his social media posts.
Somebody's got to.
I know somebody's got to.
I've literally never gotten on any of our socials. I'm like terrified, honestly.
You shouldn't be because it's much easier than your own.
I really do just want to go live on it during work one day and just start talking. People are like, who is this chick? What is she doing?
Please do.
Do it. Anything is better than what we got going on.
You are a host. You have all access to all of our social media.
A day at work with Whitney and be like, see what I do because the boys won't pay me anymore. I gotta go to work every day. This is what I gotta put up with.
Rack it up.
Which, by the way, I mean, the balls to rate your favorite gym members at the gym you work and have it on the desk for all to see.
I posted that video. I had 5 gym members message me like, Whitney, dude, what the fuck? I come in there every day. I talk to you every day. How am I not on that list? I'm like, you've never brought me flowers. You've never brought me ice cream. My affection is purchased. So my favoritism, purchased.
Excellent. Bugsy, nice. Yeah, the NFL schedule gets released tomorrow. So that'll be exciting.
Yay! Do you see the game, Whitney?
Yeah.
Do you have your Cavs up?
What?
Are your Cavs playing tonight, right?
Yeah, so here's the deal. We're up right now. It's 38-48 Cleveland. But last week when we did this show, we were up by 20 points and ended up losing by 3.
Well,
because I texted Ace afterwards. I'm like, how do you not love this shit? And I was like, talking shit going on, and yeah, we lost.
And then what did I tell you? Fucking playoffs are way too stressful.
We'll turn this boat around. All right.
We were up by 20. and lost.
Well, that's okay. It
If we
happens.
don't win tonight, we're done.
Hang on, real quick though. Before we get into anything else, and I'm sad Tom's not here because I'm sure he'd have an opinion. But so we had the house party show for Madhouse at the school, Monroe, Iowa, this past Saturday night, and it was a great success. A big shout out to Joey Broughton, who was my student for the day. Did a great job announcing. Good luck to him. I hope he finds his way. It was a blast. But a very good friend of the show had his very first match at that show, and that was Nerd D. And let me tell you guys, oh my gosh, was that fucking fun to watch. The just the whole thing. The man can wrestle, and it's amazing, and the whole gimmick around it is amazing.
Who did he wrestle?
I believe it was Jason Wolf, another trainee who dude. He's gonna have a good future. Both it was not finished. Me and Malice had to pull the two apart to finish it off and kick them back. And actually, it's just we're gonna have to say it. Nerd D is not Nerd D in the wrestling world. Obadiah King had gotten a lot of yelling, and it sounded like some chairs getting thrown in the locker room. I wasn't back there; we can only hear it. It's not a big, it's a one room little
right.
Like it's so. Malice wasn't happy, but yeah, y'all in for a treat. June 21st, Rochester, Minnesota, when Madhouse gets with all their rowdy friends at the Chateau Theater. Because
beautiful.
I'm pretty sure Obadiah King might be there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. We do have a guest, folks, and you're going to love this guy. First, let me tell you, I first met him before the pandemic. He and I got to work a show down in Davenport, Iowa, and he went on to be featured on the ABC series Holy Moly, whereas I went to Headline and Barn. So there's a difference. And now he's also shut up, you. And now he's also become a manager and an integral part of Social Experiment Wrestling. And you see him with Ace all the time. We'd like to welcome to the show. I will use your kayfabe name, ladies and gentlemen, Magnum Matt Miller. There he is, right there.
Hey,
good to see you.
How you guys doing? It's good
awesome.
to see you guys. Yeah, no, I still have. I was just saying earlier, I still have that bumper magnet that you gave me, and I keep it on my car. So when I intentionally cut people off, they hopefully just think it's you.
That's the whole thing. With the John Russell loves you, so they're going to probably forgive you.
Yeah, and as the years go on, I'm looking more and more like you. So it's just going to get better and better as it goes. But it's great to be on. Thank you guys for having me today.
So obviously, you do a lot of stuff. You are a multi-talented individual. I see that you host karaoke also from time to time. So what was it that got you started in performing, Matt?
I mean, I've always been a performer, especially like when I was in school. I was in choir and band and all that stuff. Watched wrestling, did the backyard wrestling leagues when I was in high school, all the classic stuff. But I always knew I wanted to perform. I thought I wanted to be a musician. And that requires absolutely way too much talent. So I was like, what could I do that takes no talent and basically any old ugly guy can do? And then comedy came into my life. And it's really just not changed a thing. I'm still in the exact same place I was in high school. So I'm very fortunate for all the life choices that I've made.
Well, so, I mean, it's funny that you met JR before me, but we're working together now. Yeah. Which, by the way, Social Experiment. What a blast so far. A brand new company.
Well, we're both looking at Tom's message.
Tom's dead. That's what matters at this point. Tom's dead. Anyways, first of all, how fun has Social Experiment been?
It has been so much fun. I am so lucky that I literally lucked into that because I met Jason the Booker through comedy, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm starting to do wrestling stuff," and I was like, "Dude, let me help with that." I was like, "I would love to help with that." He's like, "Yeah, man, come on, like whatever you want to do to help out or whatever." So we started talking and working stuff out, and I was just like, "Yeah, I could be like a bad guy or something. Like there's 80,000 faces in Iowa right now. We need more." more heel. So we talked and
Oh,
stuff, and I always liked being a jerk anyway. So I was like, this will be fun. And yeah, I've gotten way more opportunities than I absolutely deserve working a social experiment. It's just insane the amount of cool things I've gotten to witness and experience, and the people I've already got to talk to. And we've only done 3 shows. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I'm super fortunate. Don't let Jason know that, but I tell him all the time he's a pain in my butt. But I am super lucky.
Dude, I'm with you, brother. I knowing good people in life really, really helps, and I owe Austin Bayless the plug for getting me with Jason and Social X. But man, again, not happy I had to miss that last show due to sickness, and now I also have to miss our next show because we'll get into it later. And then, so I've only been at the first show, but even being only at that first show, the cool thing about Jason and everybody at Social X is I still feel very much a part of it, even though I wasn't there last show and not going to be at the next show. I'm still involved, even though I'm not there.
Oh, absolutely.
And June, can't wait for June. But what got you into the wrestling part of things, like as a fan? Like, what was the first thing that like hooked you?
So I wasn't allowed to watch like Power Rangers or anything that had fighting. So wrestling was definitely a no-no. We got to watch like Dragnet and 90210 and anything that had police in it, because my dad was a police officer. We got to watch that stuff. So that was cool. Well, one night I had figured out that I can just change the channel on the TV in my room. Like, it's wild. You can just do that. And I started scrolling, and it was the night that Triple H made his appearance, like, back from rehab.
Yeah.
And I was, like, right in the last part of that show or whatever, and that dude came out, and I didn't watch, like, one bit of wrestling yet. It was just Triple H coming out and that huge pop or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I was the biggest Triple H fan, which led to a lifetime of disappointment. But hey, you know. But yeah, and then ever since then, I was just hooked, and I started watching and watching. I kept up with the modern stuff, and then I got really into Shawn Michaels, like when he made his return. And I didn't get to experience Shawn Michaels back in like his heyday with like the ladder match with Razor Ramon and stuff. I never experienced that. I just got brand new, you know, back from back surgery, whatever, got a smile back. And so that's what I got to experience. So then I started going back and watching matches because they're like, this guy's the greatest of all time. I'm like, I've never seen this guy once. What are you talking about? Triple H is the greatest of all time. And so then started watching, and then I just got like hooked. I was just like, oh, this is so cool. And then started watching more and more matches. And then I got hooked on managers for a while, and I'm still stuck there, like Jimmy Hart and Jim Cornette. And like, I just loved watching those guys because I was like, hey, I could do that. I could.
Okay, so top 3 managers.
Top 3 managers of all time. All right, so it's Jim Cornette, and then it goes Jimmy Hart. This is my personal. Of course, I'm gonna mess it up.
I'm gonna tell you what. This might make or break you right here.
Right here, this last one. Oh my goodness! Now I'm really. I mean, I'm gonna say IRS because I like IRS.
Well, it's been nice having you on the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Those are my top 3.
You're obviously but we got to cut him some slack, because if he didn't start watching until Triple H made his return, he probably only has an inkling of the greatness of Bobby Heenan.
Oh, no, I do love Bobby Heenan. I shouldn't have left Bobby Heenan out. We were just talking about Bobby Heenan earlier. You caught me on the spot there because I want to do tuxedo matches so bad. I want to do tuxedo matches in the worst way. I've been pitching to everybody. I was like, put me in a tuxedo match. Put me in a weasel suit. Put me in whatever.
Dude, I was this close from getting Tom in a weasel suit. At one of the Madhouse shows. We were close. It almost happened. Yeah, Zach, he died. He's dead.
No, Bobby Heenan's the great. I can't even believe I overlooked him. But yeah,
and it's all good. We're just giving you shit. Yeah, we're big Bobby Parks on this show, though. But me and JR are also fucking. I mean, he's been watching since
I've been watching probably as long as wrestling's existed.
Right.
Old fuck. You old fuck.
I can't help it.
I always laugh. What was the first match again?
The first match I ever saw live, and there was a multiple card. It was in Des Moines at Veterans Auditorium. Very first match was Haystacks Calhoun versus Baron von Raschke was the main event.
Haystacks Calhoun.
Oh my God! Just
640 pounds of fun and anger, all in the biggest pair of overalls you've ever seen.
And then just shrivel little fucking Baron.
Yeah, well, the Baron was not. The Baron was built back in the day,
but he was never really like built.
He was, yeah, but he was not. He was not like skin and bone.
No, but compared to Haystacks.
Oh yeah, yeah, but he was 1,900 times more evil,
right,
than Haystacks Calhoun.
So here's another one for you then, like because you talk about like watching Triple H and like obviously that sold you. You've been a fan ever since, so we get that. But like, what does it feel like then being involved in some of this stuff? For instance, we were talking about this before we went on live. We've seen that Rhino was on AEW. Well, about a month ago, Rhino was spearing your ass in the middle of the Social X ring.
Dude, that whole night was like the most stressful night of my entire life. Like, I was already freaking out, and then I was trying to play it cool or whatever, and I come over to the circle, they're all talking and everything, and Rhino's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You look real bad." He's like, "You don't look well." And I was like, I'm terrified. I'm like more starstruck than anything, but I'm terrified. He's like, "All right, but listen, all you got to do is just sell. Because if you don't sell, I'm going to pile drive you through the merch table." And I was like, "All right, cool. Yeah, all right, that's fine." And so then I go off and I'm doing some other stuff. They call me over, and then all of a sudden they're like, "All right, these guys are going to drop a knee and a frog splash on you from the top rope." And I'm like too starstruck to say anything except, "I've only trained to take a spear. Please, for the love of God, do not do the rest of that to me." But instead, like, what came out of my mouth was, "Yeah, that's a great idea, guys. I like that. That's cool." And then Rhino's like, "No, wait." He's like, "This guy's only trained to take a spear. What are you doing?" And Heath's like, "What are you doing? Why were you going to let us do that?" And I was like, I couldn't say no. And the whole night, every time Heath passed me, he's like, "Hey man, just remember, don't fuck up that spear.
Oh,
Don't fuck
those
up the gore.
assholes.
Don't you fuck up that gore. The whole show's ruined." And then you just walk away. Like, you wouldn't say anything else. You just walk away the whole night. So I was freaking out.
Matt was a little tense as we were getting closer and closer to the end of that night.
He's so much bigger in real life.
He
too.
is.
He's big on TV. Like, I never thought he was a small guy, but then I was just like, he's like 17 of me.
Yeah, he's a brick. JR, were you with us when he popped up by surprise at First Wrestling a few years ago, coming out of the pandemic? I thought you were.
Was that the one at the mall, or was that downtown?
No, that was the one at the temple.
Oh, at the temple. Yeah, I was at that one.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, great guy. Great guy, him and Heath. They were very fun to have in the locker room. And
Yeah, the nicest guy. And then just listening to them, like, stress over the finish, like, it was, like, unreal. It was just like, no, everything has to make sense, guys. Like, we can't just... And, like, they had 3 finishes, and then they'd scrap it and be like, "No, the crowd's not going to get it. They're not going to get what's going on." And it just took so many times to get what it got to, and it was just wild to see the thought process behind it all. And it was just so cool. Like, very excited to get to sit in on that, like, once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, they worked with our friends, well, maybe not your friends, but our friends, Team 319, Ethan Everhart and Jay Wesley, one of Tom's favorite, Jay Wesley. And yeah, even they were like,
"That's okay, probably why Tom's not coming on." That's probably it, because I got beef with Wesley, but that's
no.
Okay.
He actually hates Jay.
Oh, then why isn't he on? Tom, no.
Yeah. Tom died. He may come alive.
Yeah, Super RKO. I heard about it. I saw it on the TikTok and the Twitter and the MySpace.
Oh, there's more. There's more. This is what Whitney gets paid to.
I need a new hobby, honestly.
No, keep living the dream. Like,
which, by the way, you popped Whitney when you said Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is the best.
The best.
Like, he's the all-time greatest.
No one better ever.
Yeah.
Never.
So who's your favorite current talent?
The current talent, like
Yeah.
who do I like in the current product?
Yeah.
So honestly, right now, I'm a big Karrion Cross fan. Even though they're not pushing him, I've always liked Karrion Cross. I like all the stuff he's doing. I like all the perms and the haircuts and like. I just love that stuff right now. My all-time favorite right now, and I think the future of wrestling, is El Grande Americano. I don't know if you've heard about this guy. He's a
No.
luchador. Super good too, like crazy. I didn't even realize he existed until a few months ago. But I saw a video on him, and videos are true, and so it's crazy. It's really cool. He came from the Gulf of America before the Gulf of America existed. That's like being a pioneer.
It's hard to know who he is because he's got that mask on.
Yeah, no, you can't tell who he is. I do think it's Booker T.
That's a good guy.
I'm pretty sure it's Booker T.
It could be.
Booker T has that school down in like Texas that's really close to the border.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
a good
like snuck
point.
down there, trained for a minute, came back. Yeah, Booker T.
He screwed Penta though. That's for sure.
Oh, dude. So my 4-year-old loves Penta.
Oh no.
Biggest Penta fan ever. I also am a huge Dominic Mysterio fan.
Love Dom.
So spoilers for Backlash. 5, 4, 3, 2. You should have watched it already.
No shit.
So Dominic beats Penta with help from El Grande Americano. So my two favorite wrestlers working together. And this kid, like, it's been a while since I've been around kids and wrestling, like, in a sense of, like, it's not, kayfabe and everything, just broke down. Like, it's just upset. And, like, when Cody lost to John Cena, just broke down. Just upset. Just, Cody let me down. Cody really let me down tonight, Matt. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I missed that part of it. It's just crazy because I used to be that way, and then you kind of grow out of it or whatever, and then you see somebody else like that. But I still pop for like El Grande Americano every time I'm running around the house. I love it.
It's hard because and we've talked about this on the show. They're not writing for us.
No.
They're writing for that young child, and it's hard for us to sometimes not remember that. And I've told Ace the moment that I'm like, what the hell am I doing? We were up at the Target Center, and what was it? Was it this Slammy night? I can't remember which one it was, but everybody was, all the marks are booing the hell out of Roman, and there's a little kid sitting next to me, and his dad's on the other side, and the kid's he's cheering and he's looking around trying to figure out how come everybody's booing this guy. And it was at that moment I'm like, what the fuck am I doing booing this guy? And I'm like, this is the guy they're writing for. This is the guy that loves it. I still love it as an art form. I just know that it's not what he thinks it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just changes like that. I remember when we went up to, I think it was Rosemont, and it was Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. And that whole place just turned so bad. And you could see it was the same thing. Like, the kids that were there to watch the matches and stuff were just like, what? Why? Like, they did the beach ball thing. Like, Chicago's always just crazy. Which all my first live shows were in Chicago. So then when I went somewhere else for a show, I was like, why is everyone so nice? Like, why are we're cheering a lot here, guys? We need to boo a lot more. Why are you guys counting to 10 the proper way? You just say 10 over and over again. Like, I don't understand it.
Gunther didn't lose, Dan. He beat McAfee.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty even, but I thought they did a good job with it. Like,
and then, and I don't want to get too much into it, but then having Gunther say, "Oh, I'm in line for whoever wins out of Jay and Logan." Well, how the hell does that work?
Yeah, no, it's funny. I'll tell you what, Backlash was pretty solid though. I will say that it was a pretty solid show.
It was a breeze. It was like really fast. Like, it started and then it was done, and I kind of miss that sometimes. And now SummerSlam's going to be 2 days, so I'm like,
right. That Cena Orton match was something special.
I love that, and that's just, again, probably because that's when I was like in the prime of my wrestling watching, was when and I hated John Cena back then, and so now I love him. So it's appropriate.
Dan, that's not what I read.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not, Dan. Yeah, I watched it. He won. He made him tap, or he didn't tap. He fucking McAfee passed out. Okay, hey, so I didn't know this, and JR said this in the open. You were on Holy Moly?
Yeah. Season 4, episode 1. I did very poorly, but I was on it.
Like you have no idea. Like when WWE brought Joe Tessitore in, I was like, no way! I fucking love Holy Moly!
Yeah, the talk about weird. So, like, one of the lines that Joe used in the show was like, "On behalf of America, we thank you." Matt Miller, on behalf of America, we thank you, or whatever. And it was like one of the cool things. I used to use it as a soundbite at some of my shows. And now hearing him on the TV, I'm like, "Ha! That guy's called my name a few times. That guy watched me get beat up. It was by a windmill, not a wrestler, but." Yeah, no, that was crazy. I literally just got super wasted one night and filled out an application. I was like, I want to get on this mini golf television show. And then in my, like, it was like, anything special about yourself you want to tell us? I'm like, I'm a long-haired, mini golf playing, pool shooting, dreamboat baby. And then did the woo with the alternating O's, like 10 alternating O's, and then 3 exclamation points. And they called me like 2 days later. Or like, can you do a Zoom interview? And they were like, say this line again. And that's the line that they wanted or whatever. And I think that line made it all the way to the show. So I basically cut a drunk promo, and they're like, that's what we want. And I've never been able to tap into that again, which is a shame because I drink all the time. You think I'd be able to figure that out. But
so you did that all without representation. You just did it on your own.
I messaged a bunch of people that had been on the show and found one of the guys from Wisconsin. His name's Cash Money Carl. He's kind of been doing some comedy stuff around the area, and he does some wrestling things, I think. He worked in Wisconsin. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, how'd you get on this show? And he's like, well, I did this and this and this. And he's like, but we get to refer somebody. So, like, if you want, I can refer you if you teach me how to do comedy. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, you're getting the way better part of that deal. But I guess I'll crack this one time. So then we started doing comedy together, and he gave me the address and then referred me. So the referral with my application and everything else worked out. And I had to do, like, 3 interviews and the most rigorous background check I've ever done. Like, they wanted to know, like, the past 3 people I slept with. And I just was like, not available. I don't. This is embarrassing. Like, why you got to be like that? But yeah, that was a crazy experience. And I flew out to LA in the middle of COVID and got sequestered to a hotel room for 2 weeks.
So now, when you did that, was it a situation where there it is?
Oh goodness, yeah.
Was it a situation, Matt, where
I'm gonna say you're more likely to be on our watch list?
This is just some guy watching this. I don't know.
This was This was on ESPN 2. This is the closest I'll ever be to getting onto sports. Is this guy was doing a series on ESPN 2, and my dad said that he saw it. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool.
That's amazing. And you did the windmill. Oh!
What? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you didn't say. Hang on.
Is it like a reality show?
It's a game show, like mini golf meets Wipeout.
Oh my god, where can I watch it?
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah. Is it?
It's like on maybe Disney Plus too. Like, I don't know. It's on a bunch of streaming.
Hey, Tom. Tom's alive.
Tom.
I gotta go.
Whitney, don't leave. Tom, can you hear us?
I can, but I have no idea if you guys can actually hear me.
Yeah, we
can hear you. It's kind of canny, but we can hear you.
Yeah, this is a whole different fuck thing. Hold on one second.
All right, well, we're gonna. Sorry, Matt. Are
you okay?
We're gonna do this one more time.
I love reliving painful memories over and over.
The last time I saw it look like this on someone's face, it was mine. Look at a windmill.
Oh, you did
until today. That was American.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, insider talk.
That
Hurt more than the gore
by a lot.
by a lot.
Tom, I don't
Tom,
know.
I don't know what's going on. But you popped on,
and now
we can all
hear what
It's
we're
echo.
saying.
echo. You can hear. Oh shit!
We'll
All
see.
right.
You
We'll see you when you fix it. Yeah. Hold on.
All right.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Woo.
What the fuck is that guy's deal?
That was rough.
But yeah, long story short, check out that episode. What ends up happening is I get down a lot of strokes, and it's basically I cannot win because I was playing so poorly. So the second windmill, which is that one, I was just like, I can't win. I'm going to get eliminated. I'm just going to lay out. I'm just going to lay out and let it hit me. And it was the worst decision I ever made.
Oh my gosh.
I hurt so bad. And then they thought maybe I had a concussion because I hit my head off the back of the thing.
Geez.
And I was just like, I think I'm fine or whatever. They're like, well, you're going to stay for a couple of days in your hotel room. And I'm like, cool. Oh, that's a bummer. So
is it as cold as it looks when they're out there filming that?
yeah, that was at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. We got
up there at like 9.
And then we
You're
had
still
to
echoing, Tom.
film forever until like 5 in the morning. I was so tired when we actually got to film.
That's insane.
So was that like with a lot of these other reality shows? Like we had Darren Corbin on, who was on that the floor. And hey, were you sequestered?
Thanks, Clint.
Like you couldn't let anybody know how it turned out until it actually showed?
Yeah, I had a 3-year NDA.
Oh
But-
shit!
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, that's well
I would
over
never
now.
survive.
So it sucked, and I definitely told like people that were close to me and stuff. But like, I had a few issues where I did some like mini golf tournaments and stuff. That's when I was like really into mini golf, so I'd go play tournaments, and some people would be like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be on this show," and I had to like get on there and be like, "You got to scrub that now," because like they are crazy about how they keep track of that stuff and everything.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm out of it now, so they can't do anything. So yeah, buddy, But yeah, it was just crazy, and it just kind of limited some of the stuff you could do and what you could advertise. Like, they really don't want you advertising. Like, my whole thing when I was on there is that I was a comedian, and then they just went totally with the pool thing because they didn't want to have any like comedian association, and they go look up my stuff. When I did that background check, they went back and found stuff on my Facebook and Instagram from like 7 years ago.
What?
They were like, yeah, there was some unsavory Benoit jokes in there and some other things or whatever. And they're like, you can't, you have to delete that now. So I had to delete my stuff. And then you have to send it back in and prove that you deleted it, like show like a video of you deleting it. So they knew that you actually did it. Then they'd go back and check. Yeah,
I would never make it.
Dude,
I
that
had some
shit's
Epstein jokes I had to scrub. Like, it was pretty wild. But I was like, well, I really want to get on TV so I can say I've seen on TV.
Did you at least see Steph Curry? Was he at least there?
No, because it was
Yeah.
it was peak COVID. Like, we were all so separated, and like you're not allowed to see the hole before. Like, you're allowed to practice on it during the day a little bit, but like when it comes time to shoot the actual show, they keep you in these tents, and you can't watch what's going on, so you can't see how other people are doing or anything else. And you just hear they do the commentary and stuff. You don't hear any of that, but they're doing it all live as you're going through. So you're just sitting there the whole time, and it's so quiet because they weren't allowed to have any studio audience because they were doing COVID mandates. So it's just like us two up there in the crew. So they're like, just pretend like there's a bunch of people clapping, and we come out and it's like 8 people like, woo, yeah, at like 5 in the morning. I broke a microphone because it fell out of my suit jacket when I hit the water. I also told them I was a strong swimmer, and I was not a strong swimmer. I'm a really good floater. So the first time I hit the water, because I hit the water twice, it took me a little while to get over there, and the lifeguards were like, I don't think this guy can swim. They told me that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That is amazing. Well, I'm very jealous. I would have loved that.
Hopefully they bring it back. It's been out of circulation since I did so poorly, so I'm assuming that's just another business I've taken out.
What season? Do you know? Like what
Season 4, episode 1.
Season 4, episode 1. Good.
I'm a pilot guy.
Pilot
yeah,
guy.
Yeah, you like that? That's that does nothing for you. Absolutely nothing. Zero money.
Right. All right. So far, Tom, we don't have an echo, and you're in the studio.
Are you sure? We're good?
I think we're good.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, except for that super noisy noise the minute you talk.
Are you talking about my voice, asshole?
It does sound low quality, but not your
So
Well-
what happens is you speak, and then when you stop, it sounds like you're also running a vacuum cleaner.
Well, there's an AC unit on right now, so I don't know if you know this or not, but it's getting hot here in Minnesota, you fuck.
You have your air on?
Yeah, it's 80. It was 87 up here, which is
Yeah, it was hot here today too, but I ain't turning my air on.
Yeah, my area now.
All right.
You have cats.
Yeah, Whitney, I'm also a fucking fat dude, so shut up. God.
We
It's
know
not always
that.
about you, Whitney.
He is a fat dude.
Always.
All right. This has become problematic, though.
No.
Just lower yourself a little.
You're going to lower yourself.
I can do it for you if I
What are you
have to.
doing?
So
How's that?
So, Matt, are you still mixing comedy in with your wrestling?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that when we do the Wrestling Spirits thing for Social Experiment Wrestling in October, that we're doing a roast. Hopefully, goes better than the Kill Tony one. Fingers crossed. But honestly, my anticipation is low. You know, I'm not expecting anything too great. But yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, I'm still trying to do stuff. I did some shows last week, but it's starting to simmer down now that summer's coming around. It's kind of where the slow season hits. So trying to get some stuff started. I moved down like near Quincy, Illinois. So that's where I'm living now and trying to get a comedy scene started here. They got a pretty strong music scene, but no comedy. So that's the best place
Nice.
for, yeah, that's how, you know, yeah. So a place with no competition is the best place. Ask Matt about the gore. Fuck you, Clint. If that guy didn't take such good pictures, I'd hate him. Honestly.
Right. We did, Clint. We did.
And it was a great story too. We loved it.
By the way, it was a great spirit. It was a great sell. And I told JR the next episode, I was like, you would have loved it. Andy Kaufman'd it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. Guys, like I don't want to undersell it, so I'm just gonna lay there forever.
Like he laid there till the place emptied.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
Smart.
he mentioned Andy Kaufman, man. Have you gone back and watched Andy do his wrestling stuff with Lawler? Isn't that the best?
Yes. I mean, it's not his best. He was at his best when he was wrestling women. Like
yes.
He was dominant when he was doing that.
Good.
Like
He never lost once?
Yeah, no. And I would love to bring that back, but now like the women are like every woman can beat me up, like every single one. I haven't met a woman in general that couldn't. So it's probably going to be like fat, sweaty dudes. Maybe I'll just wrestle fat, sweaty dudes.
You could maybe you could wrestle dogs.
Dogs, there we go. Like
or you know, I mean, it's hard to get a bear, but you could probably wrestle a dog.
Dude, wrestle kitties because cats draw.
Oh, that's true.
Cats draw. All right, I like all of this. I mean, yeah, let's get all this going in a promotion as soon as possible. We need cats and dogs. Maybe like
a cat.
That'd be fantastic.
Trying to throw the cats off the ropes? Hell yeah.
Right?
Cats always land on their feet. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Whitney would be every cat's manager.
I'm surrounded right now.
We have a Siberian cat named Boo Berry, and we thought that it was going to be like a small kitty, like cute or whatever. It's 1 year old and like 18 pounds. I guess they get huge and they're kittens for 5 years. So now I don't want a cat anymore.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Sorry if the sun is playing tricks on you guys. I know you guys have fancy recording studios. I just broke into my neighbor's shed, and I just kind of like set up shop, so...
It's all right. We're getting that nice glow of the sunset off your.
It's natural light.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. This is like it's like a Backlash poster right now.
It works.
You mentioned music though. You also do some recording of music. I seen you did. Did you do a comedy album or just a song?
Oh my gosh. I wrote an album. This is the dumbest crap ever, and I don't know why people are paying me for it, but I do appreciate y'all. I wrote an album. It's a kid show for adults. So think like Pee Wee Herman, The Wiggles, Blue's Clues, but the host is an alcoholic and forgot like what is child appropriate. So kids are not allowed at the show, but the whole theme is that I'm a retired comedian who got a children's show on public access television. And I'm trying not to get canceled, but it's really hard when you have songs called Spit in My Mouth and Let Me Fuck Your Grandma.
Bold choices all around.
Yeah, I mean, and we could work on the grandma title, I think, but Spit in My Mouth, I'm not coming off that. Like, I don't care what the label says. That's the name of the song. That's what I named it.
Oh my god, where can we find the? Is there an actual album too?
There is an actual album. It is not out to the public yet, so just look out for Maddie's Imaginary Laughing Funhouse, or MILF for short. Just type that into your browser, type in MILF, and I might pop up.
Or something else might, right?
Something
way,
else.
You're gonna have a great time. That's kind of the whole goal of that. Yeah, and I'm hoping that one day, like if enough people cross search it enough, like it'll just become a part of the culture. And so maybe like I can just post it on Pornhub or something.
Just singing your fucking kid songs while they're getting it on.
They're great songs. They're fantastic. Yeah, like I got a song about bullying. That's always good.
That's fair
stuff. Yeah, wholesome stuff.
Oh my god, how long have you been playing music though?
Since high school, I was in.
Because you said originally that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah,
right?
I went to Eastern Illinois University for half a semester via Lakeland College, which was weird because I couldn't get into Eastern Illinois, so they accepted me at a community college next door in Mattoon. But then the band director was like, "We really need euphonium players, so come play in the band with us, and then we'll figure out how to get you credits for it later." And then I did that for a semester, and I'm really good at drinking alcohol and playing beer pong, and so I thought that would be more beneficial to me at the time than a degree, and decisions were made, you know.
Isn't Mattoon where they
with you guys?
Isn't Mattoon where they have that school? It used to be a schoolhouse and now it's a strip club or something like that.
So I think that's in Newton, Illinois. Maybe it's called the schoolhouse. It's a one-room schoolhouse with like 3 dancers, and you walk it. Yeah, that is a real thing.
I've never been there.
I mean, I watched you work there one night.
I was gonna say
I didn't want to call you out, but I was also working too. Yeah, you know, there were a couple of guys that like to see me in a Speedo. You think that's country people? They're weird. We're coworkers.
Should have called it the House of Boobs.
The House of Boobs.
Oh man.
Oh my god, the things that you can see in America, it's crazy.
It's fantastic.
It's insane. So now that you're kind of breaching out into the wrestling, because now Social X isn't your first thing. We talked a little earlier. You have been with Zoa as well. You were ring announcing and get this, doing comedy during intermission, which.
Yeah, those had its good days and its bad days, you know. Sometimes I forget that, like, some of the wrestling shows are family friendly. So it's just like, keep it clean, Matt. And I'm like, oh no. Like, for wrestling, that's easy. I just don't open my mouth. For comedy, I have to do it for, like, at least 20 minutes sometimes. So those shows are always good. We did a show on a ballet studio one night that went on forever. Like, there's a comedy show and a wrestling show and then a roast of Bucky Collins, I believe it was. And then I don't know, I think we ate mushrooms. Pretty sure that's
call that
smart decisions.
Yeah. I loved being in a wrestling ring on mushrooms. It made me feel things like I was athletic.
Do fucking moonsaults and shit. Like, look at me.
Yeah. They're just somersaults, though.
Right. You're just flopping on the road, man.
You think you're doing a triple Lindy, but you're really just sitting there.
Yeah. There wasn't even a ring. We were just at a ballet studio we broke into, probably.
Do you guys see this? Do you feel it, too? Oh, it's great, man.
The mirrors didn't help, but, you know.
Oh, shit. Oh no! So what are a couple things that are on the old wrestling bucket list now that you've done the ring announcing, you've done the comedy, you're doing more in Social X, and let's be honest, this is only the beginning for Social X. I think that we both are going to have a lot of crazy times to come, and hopefully in the upcoming years, with how well this company is going over.
So personal goals is that, like, again, I have no business wanting to wrestle anytime near like full time, but I want to train and I want to wrestle one match. Like, it's just on the bucket list, but I want to do it the right way, so I want to make sure I get my training and stuff. And I figure that'll help with management anyway, because I'm already taking bumps because I like to get hit. I don't know, I'm weird. I just never want to win a match, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I never expect or want to win a match. I just want people to bulldoze me, and it's like, just job me out, like, you know.
Tommy Dreamer style.
Yeah, like, I know where I'm at. I know what I like to do, and I like to get booed and stuff like that. And then I'm working behind the scenes a lot more with Jason now, and kind of getting in on some of the booking and storyline stuff. So I'm trying to learn more of the behind the scenes stuff and learning how that part of wrestling works, which is a lot like comedy. So that's pretty cool, actually. Just a lot of people not getting paid. So
Yeah.
One of the reasons we started doing this, Matt, was to draw the distinct similarities between starting as an indie wrestler and starting as a stand-up comedian.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely, and honestly, I would rather go back and start as a comedian again than start as a wrestler again. Just because I was good at comedy when I started. I was really lucky that I was good at, but I'm terribly unathletic and have no business doing anything in the ring. And every once in a while, I get in the ring and I'm reminded very humbly that I have no business being in there.
Yeah, I don't want to bring up any sore subjects or anything, but what did anything happen to you at the last show? I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, 319 got me again. Piece of crap. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Amen.
Yeah, they're awful. I can't. They freaking did a drop kick. Like, they drop kicked me while I was in Nick Stevens and Hugh Meck's arms and made me like fall on them and stuff. They have no business putting their hands on me in the first place. Nobody does at Social X, because I am management. I'm not a wrestler, so I'm gonna get them back.
Okay.
I mean, it is the 319, so they don't listen because both of them are pretty much the morons. So
I like this.
They know how I feel too, so it's not like this is news to them.
Yeah, no, I heard the backstory earlier. Yeah.
Oh.
The whole story. I just heard that you hated them, and I was like, cool. That's my kind of guy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to get into it more then. If you've ever heard the backstory, not a big deal. But yeah, 319 can suck it.
There you go. Boom, boom. We'll plant drugs on the car or something.
By the way, next week's guest is Jay Wesley.
Yeah, well, he can go suck it too.
Ooh, big question by Clint Dye. Who's going to be the first client of Magnum Management in Social X?
I don't think there's anybody good enough. I keep trying. I ask all the good guys. I ask Rhino. I ask Keith. I threw a bone out to the 319. I worked with Mason Grayskull for a while, but I'm too good looking to work with him, to be honest.
Matt, you should do what Tom does. Tom doesn't ask. He just says, "Your team top shelf now." He just tells people that they're in his fucking stable.
That's a good idea. I do think, though, in the future, I was talking the other day, I think the Hateful 2 is going to come on, and I'm going to work with them for the next couple of months. I like their vibe and everything. We're kind of all old school guys, so.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, so that'll be fun, and they're really good wrestlers. I like working with both of them. Top shelf all the way.
Yeah, see, Clinton Dye understands. Like, he gets it. He's part of Team Top Shelf. I didn't even ask him, JR, you fuck.
Yeah.
I literally was told at work yesterday that I was just too nice, so I had to really turn out the fact that, like, I don't want any more friends. So JR's on the fucking verge right now anyways, and the other two, Ace and Whitney, they're kind of just acquaintances at best most times.
Wait, someone at your work actually watches the show?
No. They said I was too nice at work, so that should tell you something.
Oh, yeah. You're a raging dick every Tuesday night?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Whitney. Thanks for finally saying something again, you bitch. Shut up.
Good
Lord. Fuck you, Whitney. Matt, let's be honest here. You're right. I'm with you. There's probably no one who is good enough for Magnum management. I completely agree with you. I mean, I'm barely better than any of these three idiots, and they think that they're fucking on the same level. Not a chance. I understand your plight.
Did you hear what he just said? He says,
We're
I'm
literally not
barely
stuck
better
on a
than any
shelf
of these
like
three idiots. And they think they're on my level. But you just said you're barely better than us. What the fuck is with your brain?
Yeah, I got to slow it every once in a while, you dickhead.
He doesn't have one.
Yeah,
Quit
so
giving him the kind of credit.
It's a common turn of phrase. Like bears are big, like great big things. So like if you barely beat somebody, like I beat a bear like a bear. That's where that literally came from. So he's kind of in the right there. I don't like to agree with him, but I will.
Tovar made an astute point. Why does Tom sound like a bingo hall announcer? It's because he's top shelf.
Listen, I had to downgrade my equipment for the evening so I was fucking able to be on here and actually get the damn views up. Lord knows.
If you were top shelf, you would have already had that fixed.
Listen here, Jack.
You'd have bought
I'm sorry. Did you not hear or did you not see my comment when I said that my power cord for my Roadcaster is fucked?
Don't give a fuck.
I got 5 of them around here. You know what? Stop arguing. We got a guest on. Be a fucking delight, JR, for once.
Fucking it up for everybody.
Yeah, you're not
sorry.
Wrong. You're not wrong.
Matt, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry that these Neanderthals are trying to bring you down by squabbling with me.
Show was way better when he was dead today.
We were having a nice conversation.
Literally.
All right, I can fucking leave. If you all want to fucking just carry the show, I can let you carry the show. I mean, I saw the last time I let you carry the show when I wasn't fucking here. Boy, those numbers were fucking great. Holy shit. Fucking idiots. Calm down. All right, Top Shelf is here to save the day yet again. Matt, I'm so sorry for these people.
No, it's okay. I really enjoy talking to you. It's really actually a good time. I enjoy listening to high school football games, and that's kind of what you sound like right now. And so it's cool for me. I'm getting nostalgic again.
Oh, Dan told you goodbye.
Okay. All right.
Which, by the way, Dan, cool little spot of you in that Jericho VIP video that Tom sent us.
I sent it out.
I thought you sent that.
No, Dan sent it out to us. Dan wants to be cool. That's why he sent it to us. Again, man, I'm so sorry.
If you could only get a microphone that sounded like a vacuum cleaner.
Comment of the night. Everything was fine until his mic started working.
You know what? I swear to God, I try my fucking best to get out here to fucking be entertaining and shit like that, and all I catch is a load of fucking cripe. I tell you, if any one of you fucking assholes had any technical difficulty, you'd fucking fold in a goddamn middle. I'm over here trying my fucking best, and then you motherfuckers.
Tom's already drunk.
I'm not drunk. I've had.
Get ready for the rapid fire speed round.
What in the hell just happened?
Those are
we paid excessive money to get some segment intros, and they're probably better than the show in general.
They're JR's pride and joy. So this segment we're going to do. We almost need to just change it to just random questions because I really don't think rapid fire. But the idea is we all just ask a question and you answer. And we just do rounds of this, and it could be random questions. It may be about wrestling, may not be. It could be about anything. So
I've been to the police station before.
Fuck yeah, you know. Well, it sounds like ABC did this to you a few times. Yeah. So Tom, we'll start with you, then Whitney, then me, then JR. Go ahead, Tom.
All right, Matt. What's been the worst venue you ever done comedy at? Name names.
Name names. Oh my goodness. Let's see. The absolute worst place I've ever done comedy at was I did comedy in a winery in Columbus, Ohio. I cannot remember the name of the winery, but they 3 other guys to come down and do this show at a winery. We get there. It's open air venue. Not a huge deal, whatever. So we set up our stuff. We're like doing rated R stuff, dick jokes, screw you, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then over there, they're like, oh, hey, by the way, just make sure to keep it down because we booked a fucking wedding right next to the goddamn comedy show. So make sure you don't say anything like too crazy or anything. And I was like, do you know how fucking comedy shows work? And this winery that I was like, oh, Columbus, Ohio, this will be nice. It'll be like on the outskirts of Columbus. No, it was in the middle of a city block in Columbus. It was like they took a park and just threw grapes in it. And fucking, it was awful. There was a pig named Skittles. I'll never forget the pig. There was a pig named Skittles that ran around. And I was like, what's that pig? They're like, oh, his name's Skittles. Sometimes he jumps in the canoe. And wouldn't you know it, the pig would jump in the canoe and go out on the little pond in the middle of town. It was just awful. And then I got paid $20.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, thank you for telling us that. I know never to do a winery in or around Columbus now.
Yeah, just
I want to go to that winery now.
yeah, it's something. I doubt it's still open. I feel like there were some issues with it, but I don't want to shit on small business, so I'm hoping for them. But
Let's just blame the pig. Fuck it.
Skittles was a
Fuck you,
piece of
Skittles.
employee. Yeah, like why would you hire a pig to make wine in the middle of town? There were dirt bikes driving down the street. Like I don't understand what neighborhood we were even in. It didn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
No, perfect answer.
That's a good one,
That was
Whitney.
really good, sir. Do you have any like guilty pleasure reality shows you like to watch, and what and why?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and my girlfriend watch it all the time.
I love that. I love that.
It. I'm a costume guy. All right. I like outfits. I like theatrics. I like watching guys.
You know,
get
I went to a
dressed up.
bar in Columbus, Ohio, one time when I went to Fastlane, the Fastlane pay-per-view, and
Yeah.
they were having a random drag show in the middle of this fucking bar.
Yeah, again, a comedy and drag, that all works symbiotic. We're all not
Columbus
getting paid,
is just
and
like
we're
the
just
spot,
trying our
though.
best to not work a day job. And I love drag shows. Some of my favorite shows I've done
They're
were where they
so
do like
much fun.
comedy in between the drag queens. So you'll get to go up and do some jokes while they're setting up the next act, and you get to come back out. Love that stuff. But yeah, that's my guilty pleasure show. We love RuPaul's Drag Race.
Nice. Super fucking bummer. We just found out today that the drag show part of the Madhouse June 21st stuff isn't actually going to happen now. So, yeah. Otherwise, like as I say, dude, we were going to have a good time that night. But I want to know what your favorite heel is. Who is it? You like being booed? Who's your favorite heel?
Oh man, there's so many good ones, dude. So back in the day, this is kind of like a little out one, but like he's always just stuck with me as like somebody. And I cannot, man, it's gonna kill me. Do you guys remember Umaga's manager's name?
Armando
Armando
Estrada.
Estrada. Dude, so I love that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when he debuted and everything, I'm like, this guy is the best. And I just loved him as a heel so much, him and Umaga, because it was like a believable thing. Like, I like believable heels. You either got to be like super believable, like, yeah, I cannot fight you, or you have to be such a dickhead that it's almost in the realm of goofy. I don't like the middle ground tweener. Like, I like you be where you're at. So I always liked him because he was so goofy. And that dude had to sell a lot of stuff, you know? He got hit a lot. So, I don't know. Out there, but that's who I like.
Dude, I met him WrestleCon for Mania 29, and I was like, dude, I almost liked you more than I liked Umaga, just because he always had the fucking cigars in his pocket. He'd fucking Umaga.
I do feel a lot out of pocket too. Got to throw this in there. Rico, dude. Rico was so freaking funny. I loved Rico, man. And Rico was a staple for like ever. You don't realize how long he actually was with the company, and it was just like, this dude's insane.
Dude, the Billy and Chuck shit. I mean, that.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, crazy. I love wrestling weddings. Yeah. We need to have a wrestling wedding and social experiment.
In your mind, who is the more legendary referee, Earl Hebner or Charles Robinson?
Man, I gotta say Earl Hebner, just because he sticks in my mind. Like a lot of the old moments that I remember were involved Earl, but I think it's a lot of the newer stuff though is with Charles. So it's like they each have their kind of own. But Earl Hebner will always be like, if you ask me who a referee is, I'm gonna be like Earl Hebner. That's just the standard. I don't know why.
And just as a follow-up, who is your all-time favorite ring announcer?
Oh, my all-time favorite ring announcer, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy. only because I got to work with him, and he's the only one that ever wanted to do like bits with the ring announcer. Like I was ring announcing at Zao one time, and he's just like, "Hey, who's announcer? Who's doing the announcing?" And like, "Oh, I am, but I'll just give you the mic or whatever." He's like, "No, we got this thing," and he had a whole thing planned out, and it was ridiculous, and it was a great time. I thought I was gonna get hit with a chair. I didn't. But yeah, I liked him. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I could not name 3 ring announcers off the top of my head. I remember them. Like I know their voices, but I just could not like. I don't know. I just don't listen.
No
to
worries.
I don't like ring announcers that much anyway. Like I just do it as a part-time gig. It's literally the most like talentless, unappealing job you could do in the wrestling world. So
Thanks for that.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have to be a very sad, lonely person to be a ring announcer.
Yeah, that sounds 100% accurate. Holy shit. Ace, do you want to rebuttal?
No. Matt's
move
entitled.
along.
Matt is entitled to his opinion.
I mean, it's correct, but whatever. Matt, who's one of your favorites that you've worked with comedy-wise, and then also wrestling? Who are some of your favorites that way?
So comedy-wise, I got to work with Michael Winslow from Police Academy. That was
nice.
bananas.
Hell yeah.
I featured for him in Keokuk. And then I've got to work with Ryan Miller a couple of times. And
yeah.
I booked Sam Talent in Bloomington, Illinois, right before he blew up. I booked him in a bar called the Night Shop. We paid him a lot of money, and I can only imagine that the prices went up. But like he did our show, and then the next day, like some series he did with Will Smith dropped, and so I was like, wow, great timing. As far as wrestling, like I'm still new to it and everything, but I always love working with Hornswoggle because I get to do that like both ways. I've worked comedy shows and wrestling shows with them, and I always really enjoy doing that. I'm hoping to run into Rhino and Heath again. Like they were super cool to work with, and I think that Jason said we're gonna bring them back again. So I don't know. Wrestling, I'm excited to work with anybody. Like I'm not even talking like all these WWE guys and legends. Like it's been cool to work with them, but like I have had a good time just working with the 319 and Hateful 2 and just random. Like I just enjoy working and getting out there and making kids cry. So.
All right. If you had to choose any female manager, who would you choose to be yours?
Sensational Sherry.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I just had to make sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and she'd have to sing my theme song. Like,
yeah.
100%. Yeah. The best. So good. Shawn Michaels owes that lady so much.
Brilliant.
Yeah, this is true.
I made Lane listen to wrestling songs on our 30-minute drive to Springfield the other day. We just listened to all kinds. I've listened to both versions.
Do you listen to Mega Ran at all?
No.
Okay, so Mega Ran is a guy, and I believe he's the one that has put together the New Day's current theme. Uh-huh. He takes wrestling theme songs and remixes them and then raps over them. So like he has a song with Pomp and Circumstance in the back, and he just raps about Randy Savage's entire career. Shout out.
Like on YouTube?
Yeah, he's on YouTube, Spotify, everything. Like he went around and toured with like MC.
I'm putting it in my thing now.
Nerdy rappers back in the day that I went to every show. But yeah, he was super cool. But yeah, Matt Mania is called the album. He's got Matt Mania 1 and 2. They're all wrestling theme songs remixed into rap.
Nice.
I love
all
that.
Right. I'm gonna go real simple. What's your favorite meal?
Steak and potatoes. Classy guy. I like steak and potatoes. Give me the salad. I'm not gonna eat it, but I want the table next to me to know I can afford it.
That's a Midwest kind of thing right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
If you're driving somewhere, say it's a couple hours, do you listen to a podcast? Do you listen to music? What is it that you like to listen to? And give us a little sampling.
So usually when I'm traveling, I will listen to random YouTube videos, not even podcasts, but I listen a lot of like the What Culture guys and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just more like noise, but honestly, I have to look like a crazy person because I've talked to myself in the car probably a majority, especially if I'm by myself. Like I'm always just talking or working bits or making noises or trying to find. I'm an idiot, so. But yeah, I really don't listen to a lot in the car if it's just me. If the family's in the car, we listen to the radio. But if it's just me, I'm usually trying to talk to myself because I'm insane. So.
Came to the right place.
Yeah, know thyself, right?
Yeah. And I think, JR gets that. You've been in the car, getting to a show, and you're like, I haven't done a new set in a while. Let's write one in 2 hours. What could go wrong?
Fucking every bit of that fucking material right there.
I still use that material. I love drink tickets, all right? I don't need real money. Just give me the drink tickets.
Oh, nice. Let's do one more round, then we'll get to the Tom game here.
God, that really is such a fucking comedy and wrestling thing. Yeah, the drink tickets? Can I have the drink tickets? All the drink tickets? I have problems. Yeah, so speaking of drink tickets, then beer, cocktail, what's the drink of choice?
Rum and Coke. Rum and Coke is like usually the way to go. I do not drink as much as I used to. I still joke around about it and stuff because it's kind of ingrained into my character, like in comedy and stuff too, because I do characters for comedy. Like, I'm different than I am now on stage and stuff, but I've cut way the hell down. But it used to be rum and Cokes or vodka and Red Bulls, but now I have a rum and Coke at a show, and then I keep it to one, and that's about all I drink anymore.
Smart man.
Yeah. I just get stupid, man. I just get blackout, dumb, drunk, like just so fucking stupid.
Maybe it's just an Illinois thing.
You get white girl wasted like Whitney.
Like, we're drinking to get drunk around here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Like,
I have no self-control. It's
from
like,
spending my money on it and spending my time doing it, we're getting obliterated.
Yeah, and the worst part is in comedy is that you don't have to spend your money doing it. Because usually, like, you'll get your drink tickets, or people will be
As
like,
a female, I can understand.
Yeah, let me buy you a drink after the show. They'll be like, hey, Matt, let me see your tits. Like, so I get it. I get where you're coming from. I get all the same problems. So stick together.
I'm gonna have to go to Quincy now.
Hell yeah,
Oh.
come on down.
Do you like to gamble? We got a lot of that. Do you like gambling? I do too.
Yeah.
Do you guys have slot machines in every gas station, restaurant? We have them in hair salons here. They're everywhere.
There's a coffee shop in town that has it. Yeah, no, they're everywhere down here.
Love dropping me a hot 20.
St. Louis is like 2.5 hours away, and then they got
Same.
the Lumiere, but I don't know if I'm allowed back in the Lumiere. I got kicked out of the Lumiere a few years ago.
What's your favorite slot game?
My favorite slot game? I like the Wheel of Fortune one because I'm a trash.
I like Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, yeah. I just like to give my money away and have Pat Sajak insult me for my lack of spelling the whole time. Like, that's how I want to lose my. It's probably a kink or something. I don't know.
Do I have $100 to lose? No. Am I going to put it in this machine? Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to buy a vowel? What's a vowel? And then you gotta read the instructions. School sucks. Stay out of school, kids.
All right. You're making towns, whether it's comedy, wrestling, and you have to have 3 people in the car with you. Could be dead or alive. Anyone in the world. Anyone who's existed. Who are you picking? Who's in that car?
Anyone in the world.
Well, okay. Let's keep it to wrestling or comedy. How about that?
Okay. That narrows it down. All right. So I would want. Man, that'd be right. If I was just doing a comedy show, like honestly, or wrestling, I try to mix it up. So I'd like to get Dolph Ziggler. Like, I've never met Dolph Ziggler, and I'm a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. Or Nikki. Sorry, I like Nikki. Everything after Nikki was okay. So let's get some like Dolph Ziggler. Let's get Hornswoggle, and then just because I gotta have Shawn Michaels in there. I feel like that would be an interesting drive. Those 3 guys would be great, and then Shawn can drive, so I can get high in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, final rapid fire round. If you were gonna plant drugs on Tom to get him busted, what would you use and why?
I would use probably. Face a little too chubby for cocaine, so probably like heroin or something, maybe like a little H-bomb in the gas tank. Like, put it in there so you have to tear it apart, like really get it in there. So like, dude, the dog's hitting, like, we gotta tear apart your car. And
I just love the way that you. I love the way that you looked at him, sized him up, and knew right away. I love it. It's absolutely fabulous.
I've never done that before, by the way. Never played the drugs in a car.
You could, dude. You could make a living out of just doing that.
Wow.
God, I bet you could. That's what's fucked up. There's probably people who would pay someone.
Can
to
you
do
do
that
like
shit.
is it like a cameo for just shitty people.
Right.
Like, hey guys, I'll plant drugs on your enemy's car, steal their catalytic converter. I don't care. Just send me $20. I'll send you a video.
I mean, hey, there's sites where you can call a small child the N-word who has autism and make almost $1 million. So anything's possible at this point. Kitty. All right. Well, we got the last question out of the way. Next is the Tom game.
Can we stop that? I don't like any of those. It takes up the entire room.
No, we paid too much money to not use them.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tom.
All right, Matt, this is real simple. So this is a game very close to F, Marry, Kill. Of the four of us, you're going to pick one to be your tag team partner, two to be your opponents, and then the fourth one to be your manager.
Okay, I'll take Tom for my manager. I'm tagging with JR, and then we're going to take on Ace and Whitney.
We got it.
Smart.
Cat
Smart
lovers.
decision right there.
Yeah, and what I did there is I took the two most fragile people out of the equation, so they didn't have to worry about getting hurt. And I left the people that could handle it in the ring. So that's why I made that decision. I didn't want anyone to take it personally or get hurt. It had nothing to do with how much I like you. It's literally just based on your physical ability.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I get it. Well, dude, Matt, it's been a pleasure having you on here. I'm glad we were able to make this happen. It's been awesome getting to work Social X shows with you. We have our next one, May 24th, Mason City, Iowa. The boys may show up because they're doing comedy in Mason City that same night. It's Social X Youth and Energy Cup. And man, the Rock and Roll Express is going to be there. Enzo Amore is going to be there. And Matt, we're going to play this little video because you have a special role that night.
I do.
There we go.
May 24th. We double booked that. Gary, Glenn, Ross, Miller. Hey! You were my first choice, Miller. My very first choice to take charge on May 24th. I'm handing the reins over to you, big boy. I think you can get the job done. I got a big cruise. I got a big Memorial Day cruise that I got to get to. And you were my very first choice. Thank you for putting so much faith in me. And it's my birthday. And don't worry, I'm going to take care of the place. I got you, man. Nothing. Exactly. This is not any Weekend at Bernie's scenario. So don't even ask Gary, Glenn, or Ross about who I asked to take over. You were the first choice. Don't worry about it. And I have all the faith in you. Okay? You're the best, boss. All right.
That's kind of a nice promotion there, huh?
That's right. I'm in charge for the day. It's my birthday. I'm going to be 21.
Well, my birthday as well that weekend. I didn't know that, so that's very cool. But that also means like I unfortunately have to miss the show, just like our commissioner Zeke there, because I do have some birthday festivities that I have to attend to.
Well, you were never invited to the show once I became commissioner, so I'm going to do ring announcing that day.
But
Stuck at Ace.
Well, it's all right because I wasn't gonna be there anyways.
Yeah, I know you're not gonna be there because I said you're not allowed to be there. I think we just covered that pretty well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed. I
no.
Won't be
are
there.
You gonna be there?
I mean, I'm not
because I said you're not.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, I gave that big spiel earlier about like sad ring announcing guy, and I kind of honestly forgot that you did still do it.
Yeah,
it's been like a while since I've seen you do it, but so I figured, might as well just do it. It's pretty easy. It doesn't take a lot. Like, it's just reading.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, buy your tickets, I guess, to Youth and Energy. Matt's got a full card. He's running the show, and apparently he is your ring announcer that night. Because
Maybe
again,
you could take some notes.
I have some plans that are preventing me from being there that the management knew about already.
Yeah, we knew that you were not going to be there because I said you are not allowed to be there. Absolutely. We are on the same page there, Ace.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll see what happens in June because pretty sure I'm allowed at that show. So
Zeke
we'll
might
talk
not
then.
come back. Zeke might have an accident. Who knows? You know, maybe Zeke gets in a cruise wreck or something.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if I want Zeke back either, though. He tried to take my equipment. So
Trust me, you want Zeke back. If I'm in charge, you're never coming back.
Oh God! All right. Well, regardless, buy your tickets. Social X Youth and Energy Cup. There he is, Matt Miller. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. It was a blast. I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to running into you down the road. Continued success, buddy.
Yes, absolutely. We should do a comedy show together sometime.
We should. You know, you and I would probably do a great show. I've done shows with Tom, and I have shows with Tom coming up, but, you know.
Yeah, in Mason City on the 24th. Fucking Ace already just talked about this, JR. What is wrong with you?
Well, either way, you boys make sure you make it to Youth and Energy, and
We'll go say hi.
I would love to see some video of Matt ring announcing. That would be amazing. It would be great.
Yeah,
I want to
Yeah. I'm pretty
see
good.
in
You
action.
could take notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it would
absolutely.
See how it's done. You know,
I might just have JB Grizzly videotape it all and send it to you.
Oh, yeah.
JB's going to be my assistant. So
He was just on with us last week.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I watched that. Watched that podcast. This one was much better. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This one was really good. JB was okay. And some of the other ones, but this one, you guys are onto something here. This is gold. You guys really nailed it on the head.
You know what? Last week was I'll be honest. You did super well, but I liked last week better because Tom wasn't on it.
Well,
It was 2 weeks ago, you dickheads.
Yeah, that's true.
Not you, Matt, but JR.
We don't care.
Either
We forget about you.
Well, either way, Matt, thank you for coming by. Maybe someday we'll bring you back. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you.
Come down to Quincy. We'll go gamble and plant drugs on people.
I mean, I'm not happy with you right now, but that does sound like a great night.
That's what we do. But,
there it is.
I'll let you guys go. Midwestern, goodbye.
There you
Bye,
go.
Matt. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming on the show. I don't know what he's talking about, though, because I'm allowed at that show. I just can't be there.
He said you weren't.
And I'm going to be there in June, regardless if he's running it
He
or
was very insistent that you're
But
not.
I mean, he did get told he's in charge.
Here's the deal. There are people above those guys. They stay in the shadows. But those are the guys who bring me in. So
Are you is that a conspiracy theory that you're coming up with about
No,
this?
not at all. I'm just saying there is somebody who owns Social X and doesn't necessarily and puts those people in charge. I don't know if they're gonna be happy to know I've apparently been banned. But either way, that person, those team, they knew. They're all right with it. And I'll be back in June. Clive, Iowa, June.
I'm
gonna be there. But anyways, still a good time. Still a great show. Loved having Matt on here. Funny guy. I honestly did not know he was on Holy Moly, and I'm literally gonna watch that when we get done with this.
Oh,
show.
heck yeah!
I fucking love that show. I love that show. Joe Tessitore, baby. Tom, I do apologize that your equipment wasn't working well, but you do sound like you're in the fucking drive-thru. It's great.
Yeah, listen, I'm sorry that I exploded on you all, but you got to realize this has been more stressful than it needs to be. It's a stupid fucking power course, and I got to go order probably 2 to have 1 on backup if that one fucking fails. So, yeah, it's fun.
Do me one.
Send him some free shit, Road.
Yeah. Do me one quick favor, though, Tom. Say, do you want fries with that?
Do you want to kick in the ass with that?
No, you didn't say it right. You didn't say it right.
And then, so Whitney.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you want fries with that?
So Whitney's but look at this, guys. You see this? She's in fucking agony over here.
We were up 10 points and now we're down 3.
Weird, because it sounds like the Timberwolves are about to seal up the series.
Okay, so this is the Pacers and the Cavs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Pacers about to win it all. Win the series.
Yeah, if we don't win this one, we're done.
So
There's
this
8 minutes
all,
left in the fourth. This is what
I'll
we
tell
did
you what.
last week.
This all could fall the Timberwolves' way, and I'm not even kidding.
I'm not even a basketball fan, and I'm like, hey, good for them. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Well,
I cannot watch Anthony Edwards win a title this year.
Why not?
I don't know. Have you guys seen that Adam Sandler movie that he's in on Netflix? I always just call him Kermit. I just can't take him serious after seeing that movie.
Listen,
Hustler or whatever, Hustle.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Great
that's a great movie. Yeah.
Great movie, but I just call him Kermit and I can't take him serious.
Listen,
he's an asshole in the movie, so I just don't like him in real life now.
I mean, at the time, both of those guys were fucking T-Wolves. Juan Hancho Hernan Gomez, which is, by the way, one of the fucking coolest names of all time. If that guy was a wrestler, that should be his name no matter what. Juan Hancho? Fuck yes, sir. That's a great fucking name.
That is a fucking great name. I mean, you could do anything with that. Wrestler, porn star, fucking
Yeah,
whatever.
that's just his first name. Is Juan Hancho and then Hernan Gomez. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Fucking choke in the air here.
I just why Whitney's pissed.
Did you guys watch
Hate sports.
Backlash?
Yeah.
It was so boring.
It wasn't awesome, but I enjoyed it. I wasn't, and like Matt said, it seemed like it went quicker than most pay-per-views. Maybe
I don't know why, but I'm
Mania.
sitting through the main event and I was so excited for it at first, and then I'm like, it is 2025 and I'm watching two almost 50-year-old men. Like, what is happening? And I don't know why, but that just ruined it for me.
Well, yeah, because you started thinking of their ages.
Yeah,
those physiques don't say 50.
Why are we watching this? Why is this?
Suspend your reality. Suspend it.
I mean, here's
the thing.
You'd be into this HBK.
It was a nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was a nice pay-per-view because there wasn't anything that was like super surprising. It was
really
satisfying to watch it.
Well, and it really revolved around the main event. Like it really.
I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't spend $1,000 to go. I will.
Yeah, I would have spent that much. Yeah, not on that. But the fucking main event was really. I thought was great.
Yeah, it was.
For what it was though, because let's be honest, this is their last stand. Like he's getting in the last.
I just feel like everything for that show was thrown together specifically for that. It was almost like a timeout, and then now we're going back to like what was. I don't know. It was just also. I just thought it was thrown together weird right after WrestleMania.
But I also thought Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyrie was really good.
Yeah.
Match wise,
I can't get behind Lyra. I'm not really a huge Becky fan, and I don't know what it is about the Bird Girl. I'm not into it.
She needs to lose the wing.
Yeah, it throws me off at the beginning of every match. It just makes me lose interest.
I just want to say one thing, and I know we're not trying to go bad on stuff, but I watched Becky Lynch's promo from yesterday, and I just feel like she's doing exactly what John Cena just did.
Well, so obviously we all know where they're headed with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're getting Becky and Bayley at SummerSlam, and it's going because you have Bayley out here talking about how she's never been able to get pushed to the level of Charlotte and Becky. They're talking about their relationship backstage and how they're not as close as they used to be. They're talking about each other in promos on air on WWE television now. Like, this is all, to be honest, that was what was missing from that match. Is you needed to pull because here's the deal. Their feud is going to be that they were the 4 horsewomen, they're not anymore, and this is really Bayley's way to kind of get even level with them, with the rest of the other 3 who blew up. Which, in all honesty, she had her moments, and she did too. But like, I get it, whatever. But like, you don't need the IC title on that, obviously, because she didn't win. But like, that's where you should have had Bayley come out, right? Bayley should have came out, should have got involved in that match. Lyra should have like maybe tried to like whatever, but like at the end, Bayley like fucking knocks her out of the way and is like, I don't even fucking care about you. And just zeroing in on Becky. Because she's the one that attacked her too. So like it got, that's, I think it would have made it. I guess we're gonna take it longer a little bit, and it's gonna happen on just weekly TV. But I thought for sure that would have been an easy call. Have have Bayley come out.
Well, but if she's off because she's having something done or having some nagging injury taken care of, maybe she wouldn't come out.
And maybe that's the deal. Who knows? You never know what's going on. I mean, fuck. We saw Bliss come back at the Rumble, and then she disappears again, and now it's finally back on fucking TV. So
that's the most positive, negative way of saying that. Finally, she's back on TV.
Dude, I've been waiting, dude. You know that I'm a that's my girl. I'm a fucking Bliss.
I know.
Like when she came back from the Rumble, and then all of a sudden was just gone. I was like, But
so let me ask you one thing though, quick, and this is about the main event.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it was necessary for R-Truth to get in there? I mean, obviously something's going to go on because they've been doing other stuff outside of the ring. Do you feel like it was necessary for him to go in there? Because he barely did anything, you know?
And I didn't see, did you guys see the post-show conference? I didn't see it, so I don't know what Cena said. What did he say? Did he say anything?
He started, I don't know, started his whole mumble spiel, whatever, when R-Truth came out. He didn't say anything of, like, significance, and then R-Truth came out, like, I'm your biggest fan, like, I just want to help you, whatever, and he gave him the AA through the table, and then he left.
At the press conference?
Yes.
Fucking poor.
He came out, Triple H was talking, he came out and whispered something in Triple H's ear. Triple H sat back down, he goes, well, I'm going to wrap this up, whatever, let John Cena do his thing. And then he sat down and kind of started to talk, and then he didn't take a question, nothing. That's when R-Truth came out, and yeah, so the John Cena tour is basically going to be just a bunch of old men fighting each other one more time.
Yeah.
Well, it's a retirement tour. What do you think is going to happen?
It's retirement. Are they all going to retire?
Well,
honestly,
no.
I won't mind seeing him and R-Truth. R-Truth's hilarious.
Well, and that's
R-Truth will never retire.
No.
It's going to end with Cody getting the belt back. Like, that's where this is going to end on Saturday night. They already said it. They're making a whole weekend out of it. It's in Boston, SmackDown, and Saturday night main event is going to be the end. So, and they're doing Taker's doing his show there. They're doing some other shit there. Like, they're making a whole weekend out of it, which I'm kind of surprised because I thought the talk was that he was going to have, they're going to do a Ruthless Aggression pay-per-view. But now it sounds like that Saturday night main event is actually going to be his last match. But yeah, it wasn't needed. Like, I don't know.
Can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just suggest one thing? This might be the only way that it made sense for R-Truth to be able to get that match, a match against John Cena, is John Cena kicking the shit out of him. Because, you know, we all remember Capital Punishment. That wasn't necessarily a terrible pay-per-view, but there was a lot of people who were pissed that R-Truth did not get the title that night. And I'm not saying he's going to get a title, but if you got to figure if it's going to wind up, or this whole damn thing is going to wind down in Boston, there is a possibility they go through DC. It wouldn't be a bad idea they do like a one-off Raw, just call it Capital Punishment, have those two go at it in the main event, and just, you know, have it be like the classic R-Truth, though, where he's going to be funny, and John Cena is still going to kick the shit out of him as the bad guy.
But here's the thing, and I don't disagree with you at all, other than the fact that they could have done that without having him interfere in that main event. They could have done it with the press conference thing. That would do it.
Could you imagine if they just fucking swerve everybody and, like, this is it? Like, it's just going to be R-Truth from now till Saturday night main event, and then they put the title on R-Truth.
That would be so great.
Could you imagine? Like, the thing is, it would go so over.
Yeah.
Well, realistically, they don't have a good track record in WWE with black champions, male champions anyways, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because, I mean, hell, even Booker T, he only won the World Heavyweight Champion. He was just never the WWE Champion there. So, I mean, again, it's a good thing to possibly do with R-Truth. It won't happen, but, I mean, he has held the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship before, so it's not like it's unheard of.
Man, that would be... Wow. Oh, look at her.
Oh, shit, the Cavaliers lost, didn't they?
3 minutes and we ain't winning. Shoot, brick after brick. It's insane.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to say something negative.
Ranked number 4. We're number 1. I'm like, why are we losing?
Well, because sometimes the seeding doesn't matter when you get in the playoffs, but
Yeah,
because the T-Wolves are the 6th seed.
That's the playoffs. Shit happens.
I hate
Yeah.
sports.
That's
Yeah,
Tatum's Achilles.
because you
The
missed
Celtics
it.
are done.
Because you missed it, so I want to give you a fair chance. We had talked about at the beginning of the show, of course, the World Pro Wrestling World losing Sabu.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking maniac. Did you have anything you wanted to say on that?
Well, first of all, I want to actually say shout out to WWE for that nice little segment that Cole and Pat McAfee shared. I thought it was really nice that they were able, Cole was at least able to name drop Taz. I thought that was really nice as well. GCW's final promo or remembrance package that they had, obviously that's where he has his retirement match. Finding out too that apparently he was on Kratom when he had that match to Joey Janela. Like, that's some crazy shit. No, honestly, I think like just the idea of a guy who was so willing to put his body on the line just for the amazement of the fans. I mean, a lot of people talk very highly about Hayabusa because they should. He was very phenomenal. But I don't think people give credit to some of these guys in ECW that were doing pretty much the exact same things, like a Sabu, like a Rob Van Dam. I mean, hell, the cruiserweights like Eddie and Ray were there doing the same kind of stuff. So I just think the way he wanted to innovate violence and make it still practical in a wrestling match, that was another thing. He wasn't just like Sandman coming down and just swinging a kendo stick. I mean, he was legit trying to make these weapons, these tables, these chairs, everything feasible in a wrestling match. And I think it took hardcore wrestling to a whole different level that a lot of those other guys just weren't able to do without just looking kind of brutal. But yeah, the style and the flair that he had, man, like it's a crazy loss. But I mean, 60 years old and the way he fought and wrestled, I mean, that's fucking old for a dude like that, man. So but yeah, thanks for letting me get that in. I appreciate that.
Yeah, him.
Sorry, I missed the start of the show.
Oh, you're good. Him, RVD, Taz, like some of the best stories in wrestling, right there. And that, yeah, it's never fun when the world of wrestling loses a star. So hopefully we see him in the Hall of Fame. You would hope eventually someday. But I mean, man, yeah, dude's gonna always go down as a legend. So, and yeah, Dan said in the comments, Dark Side of the Ring tonight is featuring Sabu. So,
wow, okay.
I think it's about his uncle though. So I think he was maybe
the Sheik.
I could be wrong. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know.
We got anything else?
How did Absolute go?
Real good. It's I made mention Ace, you and I've always talked about this. JR and I, when we've done shows and have to travel together too, like the traveling too sucks so bad. And then you see the boys and you see the venue or whatever, and you're just like, all right, it doesn't matter how long it took to get down here. Fuck yeah, I'm hanging out doing something that is crazy enough to even think that I'm involved with, to be real honest with you. But good show all around. I don't think the fans weren't really there for anything other than the main event, though. I will say that. Like, they really came for that 6-man Falls Count Anywhere Anarchy Rules match between Team Death Dealer, which was Death Dealer Apprentice, and Justin Decent versus Team Anthony Draven. So it was Draven with Victor Payne and Damon Dillinger. Excuse me. Too many D names over there, by the way, in Absolute right now. But yeah, no, it was a fantastic 6-man. A lot of great stuff. We tried to do some innovative camera work because that's the same venue that they have that little pulley system that they can put the belts on for ladder matches. And they tried to put a camera up there. It did not work because as soon as they started raising up, somebody tried to fuck with the camera late and they ended up stopping the video. So it sucks that way. But, one of these days we'll get that to work maybe. But, overall, though, a good night. The curtains were set up perfectly by Christian and the crew. So, honestly, everything stage-wise, setup-wise was great. But yeah, fans took a little longer to get into the matches, but overall, still a good night.
Was it hot?
You know, they turned on every one of those fans. They didn't bring in that big swamper fan that they have, so no power outages or anything. But yeah, overall, it was still pretty pleasant in there. They kept the garages open for as long as they possibly could, so it wasn't too terrible. But you know, we are still wrestling in a barn at that point, and I may mention that on commentary. So, but it would have been nice if Draven would have picked up the victory. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes a change of scenery was a good thing, you know, because Prentice still knows what he's done. And I just kind of wish sometimes that we see those changes, you know, like Whitney right now. Oh, there it is. The loss. It happened.
Not yet.
She's pissed off. No, but overall, though, like I said, it was still a good night. You know, had to have that fiend, that ginger fiend, Jay Wesley, on commentary for a little bit, too. So,
Nice. Hell yeah. Good.
And Badger did a pretty good job doing double duty, but he is no ace as far as a ring announcer.
No, don't say that. I'm sure Badger killed it. Hopefully his heart was okay.
That was fine. It held up. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, it is hard to do double duty. You know that. You've done that before. But, you know, first time out there. So, you know, I would say give him some pointers for the next time. But still better than that Chris dude that we had. So.
Well, I'm excited to get down there. And hey, I might even have a protege that they can bring in going forward. Yeah. Had a real good time with my trainee on Saturday at the house party show.
You found the next one?
Oh God, look at her.
Can we call hey, wait. Can we call your protege Big Deuce?
No, Joey Rotten is gonna be his ring name. So.
Joey Rotten, huh?
But no.
All right.
But I was telling JR and Whitney this. Is it over?
No, he got 3 fucking free throws because he got fouled at the 3 and missed all of them. Yeah. And we're down by 6. We're down by fucking 6.
You don't miss all fucking 3 free throws? Jesus.
Give me 1, you know?
I was...
Oh, got a block. We got a block. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
No, you don't even need to because you heard.
Quit
shooting.
He made a 3.
This is more entertaining watching your reaction.
I was like, quit fucking shooting 3s. You don't make them. And then he made 1.
This is almost a better reaction video than you fucking watching Jey Uso win. Jesus.
No, she cried during that.
Basketball, I understand it, so I know, so like I enjoy it because I know what's happening.
Yeah.
Obadiah King though, his debut match was.
Yeah, that looked fucking intense. Him and Jason Wolf.
Yes. Jason Wolf.
Yeah.
It was pretty. Yeah, I told JR we had to get in the middle of them, and Malice had to go off on Obadiah King in the locker room. Everybody could hear it. Chairs were getting thrown. It's crazy. But on the other side of that, though, for real, like, shout out to our boy Nerd D, because goddamn did he bring it that night. What fun it was. I'm excited for you guys to see him. June 21st here in Rochester. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great weekend. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good weekend. Yeah, otherwise I don't really have anything, and I'm really fucking hungry because I haven't eaten yet. I was working on sponsors the whole time from work. I got here and hopped on right at like 6:30. So 2 things that we need to talk about before is it over?
No. 55 seconds. We just missed.
Are you gonna cry when this is over?
I'm probably just gonna close the computer.
No, don't fucking do that.
Okay. Does my sound turn off if I close it? That's because I'm gonna be like, what the?
No, just go ahead and scream.
I swear all the time. What the fuck? Who the fuck cares?
Were you not here when he got on? 2 big shows going on this weekend. 2 really big shows. The first one we want to give love to. I'm fucking absolutely gutted that I can't be there. I should be there. It just didn't work out. Double booking. And this is going to be the one CEW show I won't be at this year. But Mall Madness 3 is going down this Saturday. Oskaloosa, Iowa, at the Penn Central Mall, 7 o'clock. Man, what a cool little setup that mall is. It's going to be a good time. Get your tickets. Bayless Productions presents, again, Mall Madness 3, growing these mall shows. The hope is it's going to be a big show come later this year in the mall. And, of course, Bridge City Slam in September with CEW. But, you guys, get your tickets if you're in that Oskaloosa area. Do not miss this show. Guaranteed entertainment and a great night. If you're
Hell
not
yeah.
in that area and you happen to be in the Waterloo area, y'all come see me and Tom at the Absolute Pro Wrestling for Super Slam 3 AVB, putting the title on the line against our boy Shanky. Could be his first big title win right there.
Well, I mean, other than being the first ever tag team champion there in APW, but first
But
title reign is always a huge one.
I mean heavyweight though, like top of the line title.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if Shank wins on Saturday, that whole fucking place might burn to the ground in celebration. And I hate to say that because the Cedar Valley Sportsplex is a beautiful venue, but call the Waterloo Fire Department.
Oh yeah, she's. Are you okay? You look like you got punched in the gut.
No, they just made another fucking 3-pointer.
God.
Fucking 9.
This is what I looked like during that fucking last Wild game.
Oh yeah, that was.
Stomach hurt.
It wasn't even the last Wild game. It was the one before when they should have fucking won. But Gustav Nyquist can't just drag his fucking goddamn foot. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No,
Don't get me started about Minnesota sports.
I saw the replay.
Yeah.
The thing is, all those fucking games in that series were so late or were on when I worked. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch any of them but that last one. And then, of course, they fucking lose. But anyways, back to the more important things. Super Slam 3, Saturday night. Come hang out. Look, we're even a sponsor, guys.
Yeah.
So
We have money for that shit?
Right. Come hang out. It's going to be a good time, man. I'm excited. I had to miss the last app. I feel like I've missed 2, but I don't think I have. I missed the last.
No, they just didn't run anything in fucking April.
Yeah. So it's going to be good to get back to APW, back to Waterloo. Again, weekend after that, go see the boys in Mason City doing some comedy. Go see the Youth and Energy Cup. If you want to tell Matt he's wrong about ring announcers, by all means, please do.
Yeah.
And then the weekend after that, come catch your boys, West Des Moines. It's going down. Last time we were there, we fucking rocked that place. I can't wait.
We're all in the hall, West Des Moines, Iowa. It's a nice little German-style beer hall. It's fucking fun. It's their side room, which, honestly, fucking the way it was done up, hell yeah. I'm sure they're going to throw the doors open. It's going to be fucking ruckus there. Hell yeah. And then I'm probably going to be done with Iowa for the fucking month of May. Fuck yeah.
Fuck Iowa.
4 fucking weekends in a row, Whitney. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Fuck Iowa. Algona last weekend, fucking Waterloo this weekend, Mason City next weekend, or the 24th and then the 31st in West Des Moines. Jesus.
The dealer.
Oh, that dealer. Oh, I won. The company stays in the hands of Jason Prentice and the Shank. Oh, okay, all right.
What up,
Go
brother?
celebrate, you nepotistic motherfucker. Because he was just gifted a title shot like he did anything. Man, I tell you. Anyhow.
We lost.
We should end this before that dealer really just goes off on me and fucking wants to kick the shit out of me.
I mean, he might.
Now everybody's talking shit to me in the comments.
Are they really?
I don't see it, but I'm also not paying attention to the comments. I'm on my phone.
I know, you're self-absorbed. We know.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys.
All right, Whitney. I'm sorry that your team lost, but you don't need to go ahead and fucking say that shit to me right now. Jesus. All right.
Like, that's surprising. She spent how many hours making videos of her killing a cartoon Neo? Like,
I don't know. Too long.
Does anything surprise you at this point out of this lady?
No, I mean, she's even started to rank her customers and shit like that. It's fucking petty ass shit.
I told her that to open the show. I was like, the balls to post an actual.
They love it. They come in now and check. I update it throughout the day as needed, and they come in and check to see if they're
Jesus.
on.
I mean, I guess that is one way to motivate people to go to the fucking gym.
Oh
I'm not kidding. I had 5 messages after I posted the video of like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even on the list. I come talk to you every day.
Well,
we love you. Please.
Some of them, I'm like, yeah, maybe don't come talk to me, and I'll put you on the list for leaving me alone. That would be pretty
damn. All right, listen. All right, I might be an asshole, but you were straight up bitch for that comment. Are you kidding me?
Every day, at least 5 times a day, I'm like, I don't know how I haven't been fired. Genuinely, I don't.
You are the fucking best. Don't
not
ever
a customer complaint. I don't
ever
know.
change, Whitney. This is why you have fucking just seamlessly meshed into this shit with us. And if you guys want to actually hang out with us, because it only happens maybe once or twice a year where all 4 of us are in the same place together, June will be that chance. Madhouse Wrestling, Rochester, Minnesota. June 21st. All my
Look at that
rowdy
poster.
friends.
Is that goddamn Darren Corbin coming
That
back?
Goddamn Darren Corbin. You got the Death Dealer on there. You got James Jeffries on there.
my
Badger
God.
Briggs, Gable Galileo.
I can't wait.
Hales. We got Jimmy Wild, Connor Hopkins. We got that big fucking Last Outlaws match that's going down, which I'll tell you what, there's some big names in there. Again, I'm pretty sure Obadiah King's going to be in that match, which
Nice.
y'all ain't going to want to miss that. And then, of course, the night before at X Golf, we are going to be doing a wrestling trivia for your chance to win front row seats to the show the next night. We're also going to do some golf games, probably some closest to the pin, longest drive, longest putt.
Hate
So
to break your heart, I will not be here there for that.
Oh, you're
You
such a
son
piece
of a bitch.
shit,
No,
you know
not a
that?
piece of shit. I'm booked out in Truman, Minnesota.
You tell Truman to lick a ball, all right? Like, fuck him.
Yeah,
probably
you tell that
will,
Truman
but-
Show what to do.
They probably will, but
All right, well, then in that case, you can come and see Tom and Whitney and I swing some golf clubs and hang out.
Oh, I got
And-
a golf club.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are not going to want to miss that.
Yeah, embarrassment ensues when Whitney touches a golf club. Hell yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still going to be more entertaining than being around you.
Well, we're going to find out because it's all going to be happening at the same time.
Oh, we got to do his blind date thing, too.
Yeah, maybe.
You're going to get Tom a blind date for Friday night?
I want to host a show where we get 3 girls and everyone blindfolds and we ask questions and he picks one and they're going on a date.
Oh, I thought you knew a lot of blind girls that Tom might like.
Listen.
The question is, are we going to find any girls that like Tom?
We do that. I could pitch that for the November show for intermission.
I think it would be so fun.
All right. Yeah, pitch it for November. Let's see what happens.
Oh my God, I'm going to
Jesus.
take applications. I'm going to make like a Google Doc to take applications of like a bunch
should.
of different bitches. So I can
totally
pick, 3 for Tom. And I'll
Yeah.
do it properly. I promise I wouldn't be a dick and just pick
Whatever. You know for a fact you're probably just going to put Tina in there to be a bitch about it.
I would never do that.
Go down to the
I would
Hey,
never
down to
do
the
that.
bus
Oh.
station.
First of
Hey,
all,
hold on.
First of all, Tina's got to want to be in it.
Yeah,
I would
hold on. Let me just ask. Is Tina still in the chat?
I respect
don't-
Tina too much to do that to her.
All right. It was Tina's birthday on Saturday. I don't know what the fuck she was up to, but she was not at Absolute. I don't know if she was at Madhouse, but happy birthday to that mid-level bitch, Tina.
We love
I'm
Tina.
I hate that you're a fan of us, but I'm glad you're around. How about that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shank was here, too.
Yeah.
Hey, Shank. I didn't know you were here. Hey, buddy. See you Saturday. Hope you win.
Hey,
Hope
did you
win.
guys see about that Olympic wrestler who got caught buying a prostitute?
Yeah, that Ohio State dude.
Wait,
Ohio was bussin', isn't it?
he bought a what? A pot prostitute?
No,
bought
he,
a prostitute, but it was a cop. He paid a cop.
Oh, I thought you said pot. I was like, so
Oh,
she just had like a shitload of weed while they fucking banged?
No,
Like, what?
and he's like 20. He said he's like 29 and married. He's a gold medal Olympic wrestler, and he's buying prostitutes. Hi, honey.
It's a hell of a way to live. It's a hell of a way to live. Coke and all the other shit. Prostitutes to go.
Is he gonna have to deal with you fucking whining now about this basketball game? All
Yeah,
night?
wait, come back, Lane.
He said he won't.
Run faster. You missed it. Cavs Pacers. It's 3-1 Pacers winning the series. We're up, 10 or 15? Lost by 9. We're done.
Oh, shit.
Tears were shed.
Real ones?
He doesn't care.
Oh, I was like, does he have to fucking console you now all night because of this stupid shit?
No, I'm probably going to be a bitch to him all night about it. Because
Oh, sorry, Lynn. Sorry, Lynn.
Hey, be nice to Lane, all right? He has to put up with your stupid ass too, all right?
No,
Hey,
I'm
Badger.
I'm not always nice to Lane, but most of the time. Poor guy.
Badger did great on Saturday. Yeah. Just saying, he's just no ace. That's all. He's going to get there. He's just no ace. So.
Love you, brother.
Honey.
All right. Well,
The Cavs are out.
Cavs are out.
We were ranked number 1 and the Pacers were number 4 and they just beat us. And that Jake from the gym, he's a huge Pacers fan. And the past 3 games, he's like, hey, sorry about what my Pacers did to your Cavs. And I'm like, hey, fuck you.
And this has been Weekly Check-In with Whitney.
That guy's last on the list. He just made the list all the way at the bottom.
I'm gonna have to make a top
Wait,
5.
Lane's over there
gym
like,
members.
okay.
It's not even fair because Lane's only second by default. If I put anyone else above him other than Randy, he will freak out on me.
That's not fair.
Wait, why is he not on top?
Huh?
Why is he not number 1?
Randy's number 1.
Who's Randy?
Randy is this old man, and he always gets me gift cards for holidays and stuff. And he comes in, he has a scooter. We're in a scooter gang. We scooty scoot, and he's just the best. He's like 70. He comes in at 5 a.m. and works out. And he always wears camouflage pants and a blue shirt and a camouflage hat. And he comes in and tans in the afternoon. And I love Randy. No one will ever beat Randy.
So you just need to marry him to get his money, and then fucking go marry Lane or something.
Randy's married. Thank you.
Well, whatever. What if he lost his wife?
His wife was sick and he was leaving the gym one time, and I just wasn't even thinking enough. I was just like, when your wife kicks the bucket, call me. And I was like, oh, I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, hey,
went home and
I
grabbed
got you on speed dial or something, he said.
Jesus.
Whitney, you are a special individual. You know that?
Yeah, I could probably get paid every month.
Lane, God bless you. I'm going to go eat some food because I haven't eaten all day. So it's been a pleasure to see you guys.
Everybody,
you fucking
we love
knuckleheads.
you. Have a great time. Go watch some wrestling this weekend. Go watch these two guys in Waterloo.
Yeah.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.